Hey, how you doing, everyone? This is Sana Gordy, your cyber Behike, right here on YouTube. Thank you for downloading the show, TainoFunHouse. And please, if you haven't yet, subscribe, like this video, and click on that bell for future videos. I got a lot of videos coming up. I got some lives as well. Thank you all for your comments and your likes, subscriptions. Man, I really appreciate it. It's going to help out a lot to get the word out that the Taino are alive and well, and we are not. I repeat, we are not extinct. So check this out. Today I'm going to go back to the past, back to the late 1400s, the late Middle Ages, and we're going to discuss a very, very controversial topic, a very confusing topic, and I'm going to dedicate a lot of videos to this. This is part one, and like the title says, Taino spirituality, part one. There's a lot of confusion about what is a Sami, what is a Taino god, or do Tainos believe in gods? That our ancestors were they cannibals? Were they this or that? Listen, hold on a minute. We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna talk about these topics. But for today, I'm going way back. I want to speak to a witness, and this witness, I can say honestly, reading through his works, he doesn't tell the truth so much. But I think in the quote I'm about to read from his book, I believe he was telling the truth. And why do I believe this? Okay, Christopher Columbus. Many times I've mentioned about him here in this channel, and this is two words, two names that indigenous peoples for more than 500 years we've been uttering, not with respect but with disdain. But let me tell you something. Columbus did something, I would say accidentally, he did something positive. And what did he do that was positive? Well, I got the evidence right here. He told a friar, he ordered a friar, Ramon Pane of the Jerome order, to go to the authority of Columbus and his influence to speak to the caciques and the bejiques and to find out who was their God, what were their belief systems. And the reason why he wanted to know this, not because he wanted to join their religion or their spirituality, um, but basically he wanted to divide and conquer. And what better way to divide and conquer and to slave a people is to learn their worldview and learn what do they believe in. And Ramon Pane wrote his book, and I'm just gonna check out the book right here. I'm going to flip through the pages here. He wrote a very controversial book, and we're gonna go into this in the future, but hold on a second. Let me just go through the pages here. An account of the antiquities of the Indians. An account of the antiquities of the Indians. Please check out the description where I will put a link where you can get this book. And the title is An Account of the Antiquities of the Indians, Fray Ramon Pane. And check this out, man. This is totally incredible that we're able over 500 years to really dissect what our ancestors, the Taino, what they learned and what they understood. I'm just going through my pages here. I kind of lost my spot. Going through my notes here. This is terrible. This is what happens when your book falls and you lose everything. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna read the first chapter. Now, I'm not going to go so much into did Ramon Pane truly understand the language? Did he speak it and so on? I'm just going to say right now, today, that he had first-hand knowledge of the belief system of the Taino people. Can you believe that? So this is what he wrote. I, Fray Ramon a humble friar of the order of Saint Jerome, am writing what I have been able to discover and understand of the beliefs and idolatries of the Indians and how they worship their gods. And by the order of the Lord Admiral and Viceroy and Governor of the islands and the mainland of the Indies, I will now consider these matters in this present account. So here we go. In worshiping the idols, I want you to, if you're taking notes, write in your notebooks, in your laptop, whatever, idols. They keep at home. Okay, so what we know as home, we know as bohíos and canés, which they call semis. We're going to go into that in a little bit and in future programs. Each one observes a particular manner and superstition. Now, manner, we can understand. Superstition, now we're looking at some bias there. They believe that he, okay, now Bane is using the masculine, he is in heaven and is immortal, immortal, and that no one can see him, and that he has a mother, but he has no beginning, and they call him Yokahu Bagua Manakoti, and they call his mother Atabe, Yelmao, Huacal, Apito, and Suimako, which are 5 names. So there we have it, my sisters and brothers of the Taino community, and also the guests from all over the world, different cultures who are tuning into this video. We have a first-hand account, him interviewing the caciques or bejiques, that we have the first introduction of a European curiosity, European research and study sanctioned by Christopher Columbus to understand this belief system that the Taino God is in heaven, is immortal, no one can see him, and that he has a mother. Now we have a name. Ramon Pane writes a name, Yokahu Bagua Manakoti. Now according to according to the translations later on, especially by Juan Aron, Yokahu, the spirit of the Yucca, Bagua, the ocean, and Marakoti, no beginning. So we have 3 names. Names are very sacred and important. Now, throughout my understanding, throughout the Taino community, I have heard people, I've heard caciques, I've heard bejiques, I heard people say that the Taino God is Yokahu. Now, for many, many, many years, I have studied theology in the Christian tradition. And in the Christian tradition, especially Catholicism, I study theology of Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Now, I won't get into the Christian belief system, but man, I use a lot of tools and try to understand through the scriptures, what does that mean? I am not a practicing Christian anymore. I'm not Catholic anymore. I am a Taino. Bejique. In the cyber world and in the real world. Well, they're both real. But check this out. For years, I've been curious how people refer to God as Yokahu. Many people refer to God as Yaya, which are masculine titles, masculine characters, right? Now, when I started reading Pane, really using these tools that I was taught in the church as a theologian, that whole mother, that word mother stood out. And here's the thing. Mother comes before the son. The son cannot exist without the mother. So for me, we have a dual identity here of what is God. What is the Taino God? So we have mother, and we have 5 names for her, and we have a name for her son. So now we have a dual identity here. We have a mother and son ultimate reality. And I love this because whenever you look at the artwork of our ancestors, the Taino, it's multifaceted. It's it's you just can't describe it. Is dynamic. When you find one meaning, you find another. That dualism, that oh man, that power that exists in the cosmos, that is day and night, life and death, cyclical. So why not have a God that's cyclical, both mother and son? So I'm just gonna throw that out there, throw out some seeds. I'm not gonna go too much in depth of this Taino God right now, but I just want to throw that out. Ramon Pane learned this from our ancestors, and he's trying to figure out. He's trying to report back to Columbus, because Columbus is he's getting ready to control the people and to enslave them. He wants his goal, so he needs a workforce, but he needs to understand their belief systems so he can better control them. And this has happened throughout human history. If you understand how the people think and believe, you can better control them. You can scare them. So, what I did was, in many of my videos, both in TikTok and YouTube, and I always mention about the 13 semi. There's 12 major semis, but I add a 13th one. And the 13th semi, what I find, my belief is, it's us. If we come from the sacred cosmos, which is mother and son, then we are part of that mystery. We are part of that power, that cyclical power. So we're sacred. We are semi. Because what is a semi? A semi is a physical being that manifests a power that is supernatural, that's part of the cosmos, and dares to be organic as well, spiritual and organic, physical. And our ancestors, they weren't afraid to not put God in a box, but to illustrate to the Spanish, the invaders, that God is dynamic, God is everywhere, and that God is mother and God is son. I just want you to reflect on that. If you have any comments, please write it down, man. I'm really asking for your comments, because this is deep stuff here, and it's stuff as human beings we may not fully understand or fully comprehend, but let's try it. And the way our ancestors tried it is that they looked in nature, they looked around, and that tree or that stone is part of the sacredness of life, but it had a personality, it had a spirit inside, and that spirit is a manifestation of the supreme being, part of the spirit that comes from mother and child. And believe it or not, later on, I'm skipping. The Spanish used that imagery to better control the people by saying, hey, put that Atabe down, put that Yokahu down. Hey, we have a Virgin Mary, we have a son, Jesus. This is better. Let's destroy all that stuff. So we're gonna go that's way in the future. So what I did today was I was walking in the streets and was looking for some food to cook today, and I found a lady, a Dominican woman. She was doing a vending. She was vending some household items and some knickknacks, and man, I love the street vendors. They got so much good stuff. And she has something really, really cool that I enjoyed. I want to show this to you all. This is a small jewelry box. It's kind of cool. It looks like a grandfather clock. It's made out of wood. It looks like maybe. Let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, it's kind of like mesh wood. This has some wood. It has some cardboard and stuff. Has some beautiful designs. It has some feminine design. There's some flowers there, which was kind of cool. And then what I love is it has a mirror. Hey, can you see yourself? Hey, I can see myself there in the phone. And it has these cool hooks right here, like a chandelier thing, spins around, where you can pull your jewelry. Now, before the video, I took out the bottom, which was like it had like jewelry boxes and stuff to put rings and necklaces. So I took that out to flatten it out. So why am I showing you this? How is this related to Yokahu Watabe? Well, I'm going to show you right now. I'm always looking to store my semis and stuff. So this is what I got. Check this out. I have here a plastic case. There used to be a drill in there, and then I like recycling stuff. So this is when I ever travel to the park. I take my Yokahu semi and my Atabe semi, and I protect it. I usually put a casing on it. So I got this case. So let me open it for you. So here's the case. And inside I have a wrapping. Let me show you what I have inside. Wow. So this is my Atabe semi. I was gifted this semi from Behike Cacique Boinayel of Quisqueya, and I really treasure this semi. Really powerful, very very strong. And I always go to the park and charge it. Mother Earth, and this is her power. This is her power. She is the supreme mother. Now, as I read, she had a son. Let me take out the son. Wrap them up really good in here. And this is a ceramic. It was made by the Yang brothers, Quisqueya. Let me just look for Yokahu. Where are you, Yokahu? He's hidden. He's hidden. Now this Yokahu was gifted to me by a really beautiful person. Forgot to ask her permission to say her name, but I won't say her name until she gives me permission. But it was a gift. She got it from Puerto Rico. She actually got it at a gift shop. I forgot where. I think it was the house of the Semi in Puerto Rico. Wow, he's hiding now. He don't want to come out. And it's made out of sandstone. Let me just put Atabe back in the case. And this is Yokahu Bagua Manakoti, the three-pointer right here. Beautiful semi. Now, for people that don't understand Semiism or they don't understand Taino spirituality, for many people, this is a souvenir that was bought in Puerto Rico. What do you think, huh? Borinquen. This is the people that don't believe. But for me, this is a manifestation of the power of Yokahu Bagua Manakoti, the Yuka spirit of the ocean who had no beginnings, no father, but a mother. So, right here you can see it's carved. Very beautiful, very intense. This contains that masculine energy. And of course, Atabe has that feminine energy. So you put it together and you have the yin and yang of masculine and feminine ultimate power of creation. And we as human beings, also the animals share this power. The fish share this power, is that we can create other human life. We can reproduce life. Isn't that amazing? So we are the manifestation of the supreme beings, right? Masculine, feminine. Wow. So we have this power, and this is what I believe Ramon Panet really didn't understand. We are this manifestation of the supreme being. We are a manifestation of the power of God. So what I want to do, I want to take this casing, and I'm gonna see if I can put out that bay in here. I want to put Yokahu. Can you show it? Make sure it doesn't fall over. Oh my God. There it is. Atabe giving birth to Yokahu. This is the creation story. Now in the future, I have to put something up here, maybe some necklaces, ceremonial necklaces. Now when I look at this, during ceremonies, look at this, look at this. Just want you to see, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at myself. I am part of creation. I'm looking at my face right above Atabe and Yokahu. I am part of creation. I am the 13th Semi. I am sacred. So whenever I feel like I'm less, whenever my self-esteem takes a hit, whenever I even feel despair in my life, like I'm a failure, and that happens to all of us, we go through this. It's part of our mental health issues at times. And I'm looking right now and I'm saying, whoa, I am Semi. I am sacred. I am able to create. I am able to be destructive or constructive. So I'm just going to close it here. Whoa, sorry about that. I slammed it a little. And look at that. And you can see the mirror right inside. So every time, every day when I wake up, and I honor Atabe, I honor Yokahu, I can see my eyes. Wow, I can see my eyes, and I can honestly say I am part of the sacred. I am part of creation. Wow. If I came from this supreme creator that's both male and female, then what am I? I'm gonna put that down there. I want everyone to think about that. What am I? What are you? We come from this life force. So I honestly believe our ancestors were really, really dedicating this life and honoring this spiritual realm in the physical realm. And that's the power right there. So we listen to the creation, we listen to nature, we listen to one another. Whoa, Kama. Because we are the stuff, we are the ingredients from Atabe, Suimako Mamona. And we're born of this sacred being that's feminine. And here we are. We are physical. We are super beings, sacred beings in this earth. Eating the fruits and the life force of our mother. We are Yokahu, Yokahu, Magwamarokoti. So I'd like to end this by saying Taino Ti, God be with you. Both mother and son, may they be with you because you are sacred. Taino Ti, oh, Taino Ti, Taino Ti, Taino Ti, oh, Taino Ti. And like always, as human beings, we screw up. So just want to put it out there. If I offended anyone, if I pissed anyone off, if I hurt anyone's feelings, both in the past, present, just want to say, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm just a dude trying to understand what this sacred is all about. Waking up. I'm waking up to this reality. And thank God that street vendor who sold this beautiful casing out. Every day I could look in the mirror and I can honestly say, Sana kori, atabe, yokahu, wama. Woo. Take care, everyone. Share the video. I want to hear what you think through your comments. Peace out.